Now, welcome to another Down the Rabbit Hole video. Well, we got the lights down low, which can mean only one thing. It's time to discuss another Game Gear game. Yeah, my last video when we were watching that anime, we talked about Zenki. We talked about the fact there is a Game Gear game based on Zenki. So it made me think, all right, well, let's fire up another review of another game on this thing. Now, I'm not terribly looking forward to this because I thought I might as well continue with the games that I first dabbled with when I first was delivered this Game Gear. And so the next game is Columns, and what is it here? It was $5. I don't think I paid that much for it. I think it actually came with this Game Gear and the guy just never took the sticker off. I'm not the biggest fan of Columns. Now, in fairness to the game, I've dabbled with Tetris. Of course, everybody's played Tetris, and I like it. I liked it a lot, but I found as, the years went by, kind of ran out of interest in Tetris. And I know there is for PlayStation VR the Tetris Effect, which is getting a lot of praise, but I just thought, no, I've played Tetris to death. I'm done. I don't want to play any more Tetris. And Columns here is kind of another Tetris-y type experience. Now, this one's a little different. It actually reminds me a bit of Clax in the arcade, which I did like. I have played Clax on the Lynx. After all, it back then was the 90s. That means there was time for Clax. But I found after about 2 levels, kind of just lost interest. Didn't really play Clax all that much. I think Tetris is a better game. And Columns is kind of in the Clax territory. It's all right. Now, having said that, I've actually watched some people play it online, and they have a very interesting technique that is different from how I played it. So I thought, well, let's fire it up and try this other technique out and see if maybe we can learn to appreciate Columns. And of course, now my battery's starting to die, but not to worry, I'll try and keep this game going as quickly as I can. So the technique I mentioned is basically always park stuff on the left, which doesn't seem to be doing me too much good. But the people I watched, they just sort of piled everything up, and it almost seemed to, automatically, everything, without really much thought to it, everything would just work out. Like, you just don't put anything on the right-hand side, or only if you have to. Now, I'm just going to follow this technique and just let stuff pile up and see if there's some legitimacy to this. Apologies that it does not come out very well on my camera. And I don't know. Okay, well, let's see. Nope. Yeah, this is not working out as well. Ooh, wait, now. Okay, let's start moving stuff to the side, to this side here. Oh. Yeah, the guy that I watched doing this was just piling stuff. And it seemed to eventually make it start to make combos without really him doing much work. But it ain't doing it for me. Wait a minute. Nope, I'm not going to do it either. I mean, I suppose I should really be putting some logic toward how these pieces are falling here, but the guy that I saw was just sort of dropping stuff and letting it all collapse. Yeah, I guess there's no validity to that. Again, I'm not a huge Columns guy. I know it has its fan base, but... Oh, okay, here we go. Maybe not. Oh, that would have been nice. Oh, if I can get a red. I've got a red coming up. If I put him there. That did very little. Okay. Yeah, so there goes that logic. This is Columns. It's alright. But let me actually try out the other mode here, because I've discovered a few things in researching this game. I'm about to die anyway. There we go. So this time let's do Flash. And I guess we'll change the blocks to be more Tetris-like there. So with this one, you see that flashing one at the bottom? The objective here is to actually get sort of drill down so that you can get to that flashing piece. Which is going to be very difficult to do here. Oh, that was blue. Alright. There we go. But considering that's the final objective is just to do that, I have a feeling this is probably going to be really, really hard to achieve. There's a red. So I could probably be at this for quite a while. And it's weird that, you see, I'm still thinking in Tetris terms. I would have thought those little guys making that almost L shape there, I thought that would have cleared. But no, because it's not Tetris that I'm playing, it's columns. So, yeah. And these are all the modes for the Game Gear. It's alright, but, you know, I guess I felt like I have to play it because, you know, this is one of the other titles that I have for my Game Gear, and it's not fair that I don't particularly like the game. I should give it a fair shake, but, man, this is not working out here. And did that do... Oh, I did something. Oh. But again, I'm thinking in terms of Tetris. That's not going to work. I need a yellow. Good. That's not going to help enough. That might do something. Hey! I thought I did... No. Okay, well, that's that one. Now, on the subject of Flash mode, apparently there's an Easter egg in there. Let me just pull up that info here. So this Easter egg, apparently there's a way to get to an alternate ending. To do this, let me just see. So you want to start a new game, and it has to be Flash mode, and on normal difficulty, so that's fine. And the height at normal. Where's the height? Is that normal height? I don't know. Alright. Now quit the game after the demonstration mode to see the alternate ending. How do you quit? And do I just sit here waiting for this thing to be... It's not really clear. Start a new game in Flash mode that is on normal difficulty at the normal... Oh, start a new game. Okay, so let's start a game. So there we go. Now quit the game after the demonstration mode to see the alternate ending. How do you quit? Maybe this is for the Sega Genesis. I don't think this alternate ending Easter egg is actually Game Gear related. Oh well. So there we go. That is the Game Gear version of Columns. It's alright. It's good, I suppose. It must have its fans. I did feel the need to play it. Like, I have to play it because I have a Game Gear and this came with it, and it's an okay game. Oh, I did really well there. But, you know, if you're into Tetris and stuff, that's a much better game. Columns, it doesn't really float my boat. I'm sorry if there's a lot of Columns fans out there. I don't know. Is this a game that has a huge passionate fan base? Probably not. Yeah, it's okay. I feel like I just should play it because I have a Game Gear, but it's sort of one of those requirements. It's probably the first game I'll probably get rid of, to be perfectly frank. Maybe for mobile gaming on the, or puzzle gaming on the go back in the day, this was awesome. But by today's standards, it's pretty dull and lackluster, and I'm just not feeling it. I probably will get rid of this pretty quick because it's not terribly interesting to me. Anyway, so yeah, but luckily this is about the dullest game in my collection for the Game Gear. The other ones I'll be playing are going to be a lot more fun. So look forward to my next Game Gear video, which will be a step above, I would say. But until next time, we'll see you down the rabbit hole.